So at the time of filming, April 1st has just happened. And I think it's the first year I thought there really isn't much of a reason for anyone to do an April Fool's joke. It seems like every day there is a new unbelievable story that is as bizarre and weird as any April Fool's. So this got me thinking about changes that are taking place in our day-to-day lives. And I came up with my top 5. So join me as we go through them. I'm Julian, Brands Director at Hoffy, and today we're looking at 5 things that are quietly disappearing from our lives and why it actually matters. Number 1, authenticity. I think the use of the word authenticity over the last few years has grown exponentially. And for me personally, I think one of the main reasons for that is the change we're seeing across communication channels. It feels to me at least that the internet was once a kind of Wild West. It was raw, weird, unpredictable. But today, it's kind of becoming sanitized. It's a little too carefully curated, algorithmically optimized, and sometimes it just feels fake. And I guess with AI-generated influencers having millions of followers and deepfakes making it impossible to tell what's real, and with social media, it's not a mirror of reality. It's become a performance. And even things that we're meant to trust, like reviews, they're not safe. Fake ratings dominate Amazon, and influencers push brands they don't even use. So authenticity has not really declined, it's been commoditized. And I think that changes everything about how we trust what we see online. Number 2, true ownership. Once upon a time, when you bought something, you owned it. But today, we're really renting our entire digital life. If we think about music, movies, software, even books, Spotify, Netflix, Adobe, Kindle, these platforms sell access, not ownership. And this can have a huge impact if suddenly a license changes or a company collapses. Suddenly an entire collection just vanishes. And it has happened if we remember Apple removed movies that people had paid for, or when Google shut down Stadia and deleted players' game libraries. The shift from ownership to temporary access isn't just an inconvenience, it's a fundamental power shift. And I think we've just been blinded by choice to notice it. Number 3, silence and boredom. Think about the last time you were truly bored. No phone, no notifications, just you and your own thoughts. Probably a bit scary, but it's rare, right? That's because digital life has made boredom a thing of the past. But I think boredom was never wasted time. It was thinking time. It was moments of revelation and seconds of motivation. For me, thinking and creativity thrive in these times of silence. Reflection still needs stillness. But now endless content means we never sit with our own thoughts. And I think the result is our attention spans are shrinking and deep thinking is harder. And ultimately creativity is suffocating under a pile of never-ending distractions. Number 4, privacy. Remember when the internet was anonymous? When you didn't have to give your real name or let every app track your exact location. Today, privacy isn't just disappearing, it's being sold. Every click, every purchase, every moment online is harvested for data. Google, Meta, TikTok, they know more about you than your closest friends. Your smart home devices always listening, your phone constantly tracking. And I think the scariest part, we accept it. Privacy didn't vanish in a single moment, it got eroded, one accept all cookies at a time. Number 5, depth of knowledge. The access to instant information should have somehow made us smarter. Instead, it feels like it's making us shallower. We skim, we search, we summarize, but we don't really retain as well. Why read a book when we can get a 30-second TikTok summary? Why learn something deeply when AI can answer for you? And I guess the problem, knowledge without depth is just noise, and when everything is bite-sized and instantly available, we stop seeing the value in deep expertise. We're replacing true understanding with fast, forgettable consumption. So I guess for me, the question is, where does that leave us? And in a world where we own nothing, and we never pause to think, and we trust nothing we see, and we have no privacy, and barely remember what we learn, The digital world gave us convenience, but it also took something away. And the question is, are we willing to take it back? Well, we're not powerless in all of this. There are ways to take back control. We could own what matters to us. If you love music, buy records or MP3s. If you love books, buy physical copies. Don't let companies decide what stays in your collection. And I think we can reclaim our silence. We can turn off notifications, go for a walk without a podcast, let our minds wander. Creativity needs empty space. I think it's important to be skeptical. The internet is full of staged authenticity, but realness still exists. Find creators, brands, and communities that value honesty over engagement metrics. And I think it's important to protect your privacy. Use encrypted messaging, say no to data tracking, question what information you're giving away. And I guess finally, go deep. Read books, learn things fully, don't just skim the surface, because depth is what separates knowledge from the noise. Let us know in the comments what you think about these trends. Do you feel ownership is important, or are you happy with the choices you have? Thanks for watching. We make videos every week about design, brand, trend, and culture. Don't forget to drop us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.